Yeah.
Speed limit.
There go a few trust funds.
That could be Sam's boat.
Who's that?
Okay, what do you want to hear?
Oh, it's got the different bird sounds on
Yeah. Penguin?
it. Penguin. Yeah, let's hear a penguin.
Oh wait, I should just do one type. Oh, it just says penguin. That's not. It doesn't tell you the type of penguin. I think that's the rock hopper, isn't it? That's it. Kookaburra. Goose. So basically, all gooses sound the same.
Yeah, is that on purpose?
I'm going to take a photo of them, little fuckers.
Yeah. They came in that close to do that on purpose?
No,
so,
they're
yeah.
idiots. They're not boat people and haven't got a fucking clue what effect it has.
They probably do the same on the motorway.
Anyway, I've got them going fast, breaking the speed limit. Who shall I call? The PLA? Now?
Call the PLO, they're more vicious.
PLO. Oh, so nice. Oh, look.
Hmm?
Look. Nothing.
Oh look, they're coming back again. And for us, look.
If they keep the speed up, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're doing it on purpose and they're looking round. Okay, what do we do about that?
Nothing.
We run ourselves in front of
Let
them.
them be idiots. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
No, I'd like to sink them.
Well, I'm going to take photos of them, that's for sure.
Hmm. There's no river police that we can call and sink them.
There are.
Mm.
And if you get the name of the boat...
Mm. Oh yeah, let's get the name of the boat.
I think the picture of it's enough. The PLO will
No,
know. PLO
they won't know. You've got to get the name.
I can't see a name. Stingray? No, isn't that the brand?
Stingray! Hi, Stingray, you little fuckers!
That's the type of boat.
Huh?
That's the type of boat.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Stingray's the brand.
Shouldn't have said that, shouldn't I?
There's certainly some Darwin Award.
Well, with any luck, they'll keep it up for another few hours and then suddenly find they hit the bottom.
Well, they run out of...
They'll be bored
Or
by
they'll
then.
run out of engine, yes, that's always good fun. Do you think there's a person in there?
In what? In the glove?
Yeah.
It's rather sweet, isn't it?
I've got a feeling the glove came off my boat.
That's
When I cleaned this one out, I lost the glove. Except it was a black glove.
It's really macabre, isn't it? What odd behaviour, isn't it? Really odd
It's actually
behaviour.
harassing.
No, it is. But that's what wealthy, rich people do, like that.
But if they do break down, I'm going to go really close to them and say, fuck off.
I don't think they're wealthy rich people. I think they're yobs that don't do boats, and they've got a boat that's got an engine and they're having fun and they just don't know what the river rules are and they don't realise they're doing fuck.
Well, with any luck, they'll break down.
They're fucking dangerous because they don't actually know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's what's dangerous about them.
But
If they were harassing us skillfully, it would be a different thing.
No, it would be harassment as harassment.
I know, but if it was skillful, they'd bloody miss us, wouldn't they? I think they're drunk and stupid.
Well, with any luck, they'll break their boats. They usually do.
They're doing what?
With any luck, they'll break their boat. They usually do.
Where would they have come from at this point? Or
They're probably launched here on this beach. Because this is one of the few reaches where you can get away with doing it fast, because there's very rarely any kind of policing.
Yeah.
But they're foolish, because just at the top of the tide, the PLA come through.
so where are we going now?
I'm going to go up on the inside of the island.
Which is which side?
Well, that's the island there. And if they go fast up the inside of the island, they'll cause a lot of...
They're all soaking wet. Oh, what a surprise!
But you know, the little boats, you know, the ones with much less... This is a very... If we'd have been in a canoe, that would have been a real problem.
It would have been a different situation, wouldn't it?
You know, like that canoe.
Idiots. Yeah, they're getting off. Let's go up and see what the name of the boat is. Can we do that? Just so we know.
No, there is no name on it.
Well, wouldn't there be one name at the back?
No, there isn't. Treat them as the ignore them, it's the one thing they can't stand.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to know what they look like. Sorry. I want to know what they fucking look like.
well, they look like yobs, so it's just pointless.
One job looks much like another one. One jerk looks much like another jerk.
Too much testosterone, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Really horrible.
If you can identify which is their car, you've got a number plate, that gives you an ID.
That boat is going to be recognisable from photographs.
Horrid development, these buildings.
Aren't they? Aren't they?
Yeah. Gonna have to start burning the oars in a minute.
What? You have to start
Burning the oars.
to warm up?
That was awful what they did, because if you didn't know to go like you did, and we were just on the river as often as they were, we could have really panicked. It's just such a stupid thing to do.
Yeah, but look at them. You can tell by the shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Uncouth young men.
Tight little bottoms.
Oh wow.
Fuck off.
Not funny, you know.
Don't, Sarah.
Don't, Sarah, it's pointless.
Sarah, please
I'm
don't.
being
No, it's
Yeah,
really-
no, but Sarah,
We're here
this is
too.
it's one of those cases where you have coming at it from a very different place.
Yeah,
to
but
where
they're
I'm
ignoring me now, aren't they?
Well, we're ignoring them, and that's the thing to do, is just ignore them. Because actually to engage with them escalates and it feeds what they're doing.
Like that. You know, I think it's...
They get off on it. They get
Yeah.
off on making you upset.
That was the whole point of it, of what they're doing.
You know, it's okay if you're a bunch of girls here, then they would do all their struggling
No.
stuff. But you're not a bunch of girls. You're one girl with us two, and just leave them alone. Just ignore them. It's what the one way.
Well, I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not having a fucking wave at me. Sorry, fuck off.
Well, that's what I said.
Huh?
That's what I said.
That's why I told you it was funny. I've got them.
Nice old
I
crane.
think one of them dropped his teepee in the river.
A teepee?
His toupee.
Oh, really?
These are interesting boats. These are a disabled project, learning difficulties workshops on the inside one. I think both of them are called Cacho, and he's a nice guy. He does a lot of work, lots of charity work. Has people, you know, on all day long, all week long, doing, you know, it's like machine tools and woodworking tools and all that stuff.
The strangest one, those ones up near Battersea, where there's a whole load of boats that are a gallery.
Yeah, it's one artist. I think.
One artist or something. It must be some kind of foundation or something.
Yeah.
Do you think it knows that one's not a proper one?
What?
Do you think it knows that one's not a proper one?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I
There's
didn't know
two
that.
that are not real, and one that is.
No, there's two that are real.
No, there's 4 up there.
There's two that are pretend.
There's one sitting down, look, next to the fake one.
Is
There's
there?
2 fake
Yeah,
ones.
2 fake ones.
Oh, that might be because it's got.
Oh, and there's that one there too, yeah.
You might have a sitting down one to. That might be a way of trying to keep them from nesting, because they're a right pain in the nest. But they are nesting.
Yeah.
What's
I
strange
thought it was
about-
a party boat.
What's that building?
Never seen it. No idea. Offices.
It's on the verge of being a pleasant building, but it's not.
There's all a big timber yard this when I was a kid. This is where most of London's wood arrived from Norway and Sweden. And a lot of it ended up in the river. And so if you ever wanted wood for any building work, you went down the river and,
Come here.
well,
So what, they'd bring it down the river on barges?
the ships would come up. The ships would come up here, and then they'd offload there. That's what that crane was doing. It was all timber, all the way, the whole length from the whole of this development,
Uh-huh.
past the pub, that whole walk. And there were ships as long as that. Yeah,
Amazing. Ocean-going ships
yeah,
that came from Norway.
yeah. To get under Kew Bridge, they turn round and come under backwards,
Why?
because the tide would be flowing, and if it wasn't enough room, they could put power out of it,
Really easily, yeah. That's very clever. We like that.
you know, rather than trying to back out, because ships don't do backwards very well.
No.
So where did they turn to go up it backwards?
Oh, out in the river.
What, just before the bridge?
Yeah, with enough room. They turned probably to come on just after the island. It's a big turning point, and then going down. And I saw it more often done going. I saw it happen going down rather than going up. So they'd have done it in the reach opposite the canal, which is a huge bit of water when the tide's full. Just where we came out into the main body of the river.
Yeah, it's very wide.
And particularly deliberately so, because there was always used to be full of lighters and ships.
Lighters being...
Those, that one on the outside is a lighter. As a barge would be filled from ships and then towed to wherever.
Ooh, look at the cogs on the end of that one.
That was an old, I think it's that one of those was an old Dunkirk boat.
Cogs are lovely.
Yeah.
They worth getting.
He'd probably flog them to you.
Mm.
That's where I got my white dinghy from him. It's nice. I like this man. This is a really nice boatyard. And if I had the money to be in a boatyard, that's probably the one I'd like to be in.
You mean the Thames Queen?
Yeah.
Oh, what, put it in the boatyard to get it done, you mean?
What?
Yes.
Sorry?
No, it's the boat still,
Is that
yeah.
him again?
Mm-hmm.
They won't come up here.
No.
Not if they know what's good for them. Not that they do know what's good for them. Woods it's called. It belongs to his dad.
Good name to be opposite the old woodyard.
They're nice little metal boats. Basic.
What?
Because they're nice little metal boats. Basic.
Yes.
Nice colour, nice shape.
Like toys.
Utilitarian.
But what he uses to get to and throw ashore.
Yeah.
From there.
Yeah.
And
Sweet. Lovely
prior
shape.
to where that blue boat was, prior to the development, there was a Thames lighter there. It was
I
famous drug
remember
den. Famous drug den.
Would I remember that?
Yeah. Until quite recently,
Yeah.
until relatively recently, they had a lot of difficulty getting rid of him.
Spotty boat. So that boat on the island, whose is it? It's no one.
Belongs to a guy called.
They are coming. That's pretty dangerous now, isn't it? Because it's really narrow here.
Yeah. And not only that, but they're going to cause lots of grief.
Looks like there's no one here to cause grief.
Well, no, they.
Really. Look, they're speeding up. That's malicious. That's why we don't engage with them, because we're really vulnerable. Really, not even worth photographing them, because that's what they're...
That it's better that they do that than they come through slower, because they can put up much less wash. But it's not good for the...
The thing is, that was an adult man doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't the guy who was driving it before.
No, it looks like his father.
Who do I phone? The PLA?
No.
Who would I phone? The route police?
Well, yeah, the PLA are who you would phone. There's little or no point. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
I've got the number.
What about the Thames Police?
Monday.
999.
I mean, I've got the number, I've got the know-how. Shall I?
Phone the police? And
Yeah.
say what? Let me do it and say what?
No, I know what to say.
Huh?
I'll do it.
Do we want to phone the police? Is it?
It's the harbour master. Well, no, if he's harassing them, we're not the only boats on the water.
Yeah. You just think of what happened to Sam and that boat. You know.
Hello, I don't know if this is the right number to phone, but I'm on the river in a small rowing boat at Isleworth, and I'm being harassed by a speedboat. I'm not the only small boat out on the water, and this guy's charging around all over the water. What was it called?
Well, Stingray on the side.
The boat was a Stingray
White
speedboat with a whacking great big engine on and half a dozen drunk people in it.
White and blue.
It's white and blue, and they're stopping and taking on people and putting off people on the draw dock at Isleworth. That's exactly it. Yeah. I think they are. They keep coming in and they swoop in close to us and try to swamp us with their water. Yes. Fortunately, this boat is quite seaworthy, but there are other people out on the river with much smaller craft and much less freeboard. And they're also running up on the inside of the island, you know, by Woods' boatyard, where there are lots of moored boats in around Twistleworth Marine, which is quite bad for the residentials and the small boats moored. You know, they're kicking up quite a wash, and they must be moving at the best part of 40 miles an hour. I've got a strong impression, yeah. Yeah, Manny?